Namaste students. Today we are dealing with chapter 1 class 11 biology and the part 2. Here we will study the nomenclature. In the earlier class we studied about the nomenclature that Carolus Linnaeus is the father of nomenclature. He proposed a binomial system. A binomial, as the name indicates, it consists on every name has two parts. Nomenclature has some certain set of rules. So here we are studying the system given by Carolus Linnaeus. He proposed binomial nomenclature, that is every name has two parts. For example, Mangifera indica. It is a scientific name of mango. As you can see, it has two parts, Mangifera and indica. Now what the rule says is the first part is genus and the second part is species. Secondly, the name should be Latinized, that is in the Latin language. Why is it so? Because Latin is considered as a dead language. There are no changes in this language, so the names are taken in a Latin language. The third important point is we start the genus name with a capital letter and a species name with a small letter. And the last and very important point, when the name is in printed form, it should be italics, in italics. But when we take it as a handwritten, we have to underline both the parts separately. So these are the four rules followed while naming any organism or any kind of living species. Similarly, you can see Homo sapiens. It is Homo is the genus, sapiens is a species. We are writing Homo with a capital letter and sapiens with a small letter and underline them separately. So these are the rules of nomenclature. Sometimes a scientist name is also written after it who has described this particular species. Now we come to the taxonomic hierarchy. Now taxonomy we studied in the last class also is to provide certain levels to the organism. Levels, for example, we say when we consider a species or a genus, we will study later on, when we consider a genus or species, all the organisms falling under that particular level are said to be followed under a taxon. The unit is taxon, and by hierarchy we mean the steps. These are the steps that when we classify or we name, there are certain steps, the levels, taxon we say technically. For example, here there are seven taxa. The highermost is the kingdom and the lowermost is the species. In between there are phylum, class, order, family, genus. Now while considering the animals we use phylum, and for plants we use the term division. Now it is from the higher to lower order. We can write it from species to kingdom also, but we have to mention whether it is ascending order or descending order. Like this is a descending order. In kingdom we include all the organisms. In species we include only specific. It is a more diverse group and it includes the closest relatives. It is the smallest unit of classification. Species is considered as the smallest unit of classification. A group of related species fall under a genus. A group of more than one genus having similar characters fall under the family. Similarly, more than one families are included in order. More than one orders are included in class, then in phylum, and all the phylums or all the divisions fall under the category kingdom. We will study 5 kingdom classification. The whole of the living world is divided into 5 kingdoms. These kingdoms are further then subdivided according to these levels based on certain characteristics. Now we take all these categories with an example. To start with, we say kingdom Plantae. We take an example of Plantae kingdom. It includes a number of divisions. One is Angiospermy. Angiospermy is one of the kingdoms. Other one is Gymnosperm, Pteridophytes, Bryophytes and all. We are considering this Gymnospermy. Now in this Gymnosperm there is a class, that is we say this like as a class, Dicotyledone and Monocotyledone. In dicots there are 2 cotyledons, 1 cotyledons. These are the basis of classification that we will consider later on. Now in dicot there are orders. This is a class. These are the orders, Sapindales, Polymoniales. Now these orders include families, Anacardiaceae, Solanaceae, these are the families. Now when we consider Solanaceae, it includes a number of genus. For example, Solanum. Solanum is one of the many genus falling under this family, particular family Solanaceae. Now this genus include a number of species like nigrum and melongena. Now how we write the name? It is like Solanum nigrum, Solanum melongena, and we have to underline them separately. As you can see, I have underlined only the genus and the species. So how to write the name is to underline them separately. This is an example of a different taxa. The taxa are said to be class, order, family, genus, and species is the smallest one. So actually what the smallest one is the Solanum nigrum. What is the proper name? Solanum nigrum, Solanum melongena. So this is the example to study the taxonomic hierarchy. A similar example can be considered with an animals also. Now we have more of the names, more of the examples in our chapter that we will consider, and so this is the order of the taxonomic hierarchy. This is all. We have studied about the nomenclature, about the taxonomic hierarchy, and that's it. Namaste. Thank you.